Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. How are you all doing today? So today's video is something that I saw and I was like, I just gave it the side eye. So basically, this African American man was talking about how he actually migrated, he relocated, he basically up and left America with his family and then moved to Tanzania in Africa, and then he made a video about it on TikTok talking about the whole experience. Let me play his video.
Y'all not gonna believe this, but in less than a week, I'm moving my family to Tanzania. A lot of people we've been telling us to have been asking us, why Africa? Why Tanzania? What's over there? Why are you doing this? So we got to visit at the beginning of the year. We were there for about 5 weeks, and within that time, we already had fell in love. The culture is amazing. The people are so kind. The people are so welcoming. There's such an amazing sense of community. The natural beauty, y'all need to check out the Indian Ocean. It is incredible. The food is bomb. And even more deep is the fact that everybody there looks like me. Everybody there looks like my kids and like my family. And that is so powerful to not have to contend with white supremacy in that same way, or fear based off of the things that are happening in the States, to be able to have that sense of just peace and be able to breathe and move slowly. Cost of living is better, which can make it so I don't have to work so much and I can spend more time with my family. Definitely get updates about our transition to Tanzania, and of course you're going to be getting that regular education about racial equity.
Nice, right? When I saw that video, there was just this warm fuzzy feeling that I felt, because I like to see Black people just enjoy being Black. Probably try to reconnect with other Black people across the diaspora, and even visiting the motherland, stuff like that. To me, I feel like you're connecting to your roots, and I really like that for Black people. So I liked that video, and then I wasn't expecting what I saw next, because I saw that this man made a response to a white man who responded to his video about moving to Tanzania. Let me play that one.
Y'all, come look at this real quick. I'm moving my family to Tanzania.
So crime is a serious problem in Tanzania. Street crime in Dar es Salaam is common and includes mugging, bag snatching, vehicle theft, smash and grab attacks on vehicles, armed robbery, burglary.
So white supremacy is a whole trip. It is a whole trip. I made this video just showing my enthusiasm for moving abroad to Tanzania, and we are here. Gotta give y'all this little preview. It's just a little preview. It's paradise. But meanwhile, this random guy sees my video where I show enthusiasm for coming to Africa and show some of the differences about being here versus USA. And he can't help but just go on this rant, this very rant, characterizing Africa and Tanzania as just this dangerous, violent, horrible place. And what's interesting is there are no sources given, and what's more is that the comments are turned off, so there's not even a chance to respond or reply or engage with the content, so I just block the person. General tip, be very careful who you listen to when it comes to people of color or Black people or nations or whatever the case is, and pay attention to who the source is of this information. I was here for 5 weeks before, and I've met many Americans who are here and have been here for months and years, and they're having a wonderful, amazing time. It's an interesting tactic of white supremacy to use fear, or characterizing as if crime only happens here, as if none of the things listed happen in the USA as well, as a means of, I don't know, I guess telling me that I shouldn't be here, that it's not beautiful and amazing as a Black descendant of slaves to be back in the motherland. I don't know what this person's intention was, but I just want to encourage y'all to always be mindful of the source. Black people, please travel if you're able to. Please come to Africa if you're able to. It is beautiful. It is amazing, y'all. We having a great time so far.
So you guys can see, this white man took it upon himself to warn him about moving to Tanzania, talking about how Tanzania is dangerous and the kind of crimes that happen in Tanzania. And I'm like, really? Before I say what I think, Let me play some reactions by some people to that video.
The funny thing about this is I used to work for an international exchange program, and every year we would get a trip to go somewhere internationally. And on the specific trip to Tanzania, they would only allow select white people to go. And when black people asked to go and why they couldn't go, they would give us the same reasons that the white man said. Oh, they don't respect black people over there. Oh, they treat you. Oh, they scam you. So it's better. They respect white people's skin more. So they only want to send white employees over there because we get more work done. We get more solution-driven success if we sent a white person. So I thought that was really interesting that this is coming back around, and specifically for Tanzania.
Moving my family to Tanzania.
So crime is a serious problem in Tanzania.
Do you know what's funny about this video? Is that every single person I know who's also African has had this exact same experience. A while ago, I was having a conversation with somebody who did not look like me, who was trying to tell me about how dangerous and corrupted Nigeria was, and I just sat there and I listened and I laughed. And I laughed for a good 5 minutes straight, and I looked him straight in the face and I said, thank you so much for the misinformation that you consistently perpetuate when you're talking to other people who usually want a change of environment or to experience different cultures. Thank you so much. Now, let me sit down and educate you about the country in which I was born in, raised, culturally raised, visited multiple times, and has over 80% of my family in. And he looks me straight in the face and he was flabbergasted. Be careful who you get your information from, people.
Moving my family to Tanzania.
So crime is a serious problem in Tanzania.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm a travel strategist and an international event coordinator. And 7 years ago, I decided to sell all of my belongings to travel. And I can't tell you how angry that video made me. Not only did he crap all over somebody's really good news, but he gave a lot of information without backing it up with any facts. So let's get into it. Over the past few years, a lot of African Americans have decided to leave the United States. And the main reason why I decided to leave the United States was because as a black woman, I no longer felt safe. And after living and working in 15 countries throughout the Caribbean and Central America, I can honestly say that I feel safer there than I do in the United States. Now, just like the man that created the original Stitch, a lot of people in the Western world will have you believe that Africa is some sort of hellscape, when in fact Tanzania is probably one of the most beautiful places in the entire world. For me, it's been #1 on my bucket list for a long time, and you can probably imagine why. But is Tanzania a safe country? Well, according to the 2019 Global Peace Index, Tanzania is the 7th safest country in Africa. And in 2021, it ranked 58 in safety throughout the entire world. And that's in stark contrast to the United States, which in 2021 came in at 129. Tanzania is also home to Mount Kilimanjaro, which is the largest freestanding mountain in the entire world. Off its coast is Zanzibar, which is another breathtakingly beautiful location. But beauty and statistics aside, your travel experience as a black person is going to be completely different than that of somebody who's white. Some of the things that this man said in his Stitch were completely off the mark. As a seasoned traveler, I can tell you that yes, there is racism everywhere. But having lived in predominantly black nations, I can tell you honestly, it's been at a minimum. As a travel strategist, I spend a lot of time dispelling myths, stereotypes, and just plain misinformation. And 90% of the time, most of this information is coming from people with absolutely no lived experience. And how this man could have the gall to try to speak to the black experience in Africa is absolutely beyond me. So congratulations, Tony. I am so happy for you and your family because I have been dying to go to Tanzania for years. And my #1 piece of advice to anyone who's considering traveling abroad is to not take travel advice from just anyone. If you rely on advice from people like that, you'll never leave your hometown. I hope this was helpful and it gave you some direction. Happy travels.
Moving my family to Tanzania.
So crime is a serious problem in Tanzania.
My kind of video. First of all, United States of America cannot be talking as capital central of mass shootings. Okay, you have more shootings than you do days in the year. Okay, there are foods banned in other countries, but you feed it to Americans. Okay, no real food, no real water, no real air. Not only not no real air, we're gonna spray you with stuff so that you could get sick. And that's, man, don't get me started. Y'all need to stop listening to Western media about the motherland. You know what? And they need to show you all that bad stuff that, you know, they may pick some things and they'll never show you anything real positive, right? Because imagine if black folks decided to be like, yo, Africa is paradise, and y'all all left, or the majority. You know what system would crumble? Do you know? Please stop talking about the motherland if you haven't been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is paradise. Peaceful. And I've been here for 8 years. I choose no other continent but this one as being the best badass freaking continent to be at. And it looks expensive when you on that other side. It looks like it's an expensive situation. Yo, let me tell you, I'm here to tell you. It is not expensive at all. Motherland is Africa. Y'all just need to come check it out. Don't be listening to ignorance like that stitch that you just saw there. Ignorance, white supremacist. Yo, motherland is the shit. Peaceful, real food, real water. Like I said, I mean, this is the best decision I ever made, just like that gentleman moving to Tanzania. My homegirl from Jamaica moving here to Uganda. Best decision. Africa has everything, full of opportunities as well. And crime, come on now. Stealing purses, come on now. America, killing people. So like, measure the scale, please. Measure the scale. I choose here.
Yeah, a lot.
So crime is a serious problem in Tanzania.
We all know what this is, but nobody wants to really come out and say it. This guy's a colonizer. That's what colonizers do. They go in, they take over black and brown countries. By the way, they're all the worst white people ever. And then they actively discourage other people from coming there because they don't want to lose their paradise, which they've already destroyed. Right? So that's what this is. Furthermore, it very much serves this man's interests to keep African American people separate from their culture and their ancestors, because that was the whole mechanism of moving them in the first place, right? He certainly doesn't want that man to come back there and realize that he's loved and appreciated and there's a place where he belongs in the world.
I think these people have said everything that I'm thinking. I like the fact that the black diaspora, the African diaspora are reconnecting. We are just in that era right now. I encourage every black person, no matter where you are, to unite with other black diaspora people. That's actually one of the reasons that I do what I do on this channel. I'm all about uniting the African diaspora in my own little way, shedding light to what we're passing through as a people, and so that we can have a safe space here on this channel to talk about things and to bridge the gaps that have been created amongst ourselves. That's what this channel is for, because I see a lot of times people drop comments in my comment section and they're like, you're African, why are you speaking on issues that affect African American people? Why are you speaking on this? Why are you speaking on that? I want to actually take this opportunity to address those questions. I see myself as a black person, and I see every black person as my cousin, as my relative. I see us as the same people, even though some people will come out and say they don't think they have any African heritage, even though they are black. That's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I still see you as my brother and my sister, even if you say you're not. It's fine. So as far as I'm concerned, anything that affects any black person in any part of the world affects me, because guess what? That could be me. If I had any reason to go to any part of the world, the same issues that affect you would very likely affect me, because these other people view us as the same people. I hope I'm making sense. So that is why I speak on these issues. And I got that moment of awakening when the whole George Floyd thing happened and the whole Black Lives Matter thing went viral, went international. And my eyes were open to the plight of, it's not like I had not known about this, but that was like a moment of rude awakening where I was awakened to these things. And you know, we all marched with you guys. Even if we were not there physically, we were with you as African American people. And also when we had the EndSARS situation in my country, in Nigeria, I saw the love we got from African American people. So yes, that showed me that there is solidarity amongst black people. That is one of the reasons that I decided to do what I do on this channel. So for those who ask, that is why I'm doing it. And some of you might ask why I don't speak on issues happening in my country. I do that, but there's a limit to what I can do, because we as Africans have not gotten to the point where we really are vocal about the things we are passing through and we discuss them the way African Americans are doing. You guys are very vocal. I give that to you guys. You guys are pioneers when it comes to speaking up for yourself and demanding what is rightfully yours, demanding to be treated fairly. You guys are leading in that area, and I hope that it gets to that point in Africa where we do that. And so yes, that is why I do what I do. So I actually want to use the opportunity to say this: if you're not somebody that believes in, you know, the black diaspora coming together, or you believe one group of black people are better than another group of black people, please do not express those kind of opinions in the comment section of my videos. I do not appreciate sowing that seed of discord or us trying to further the narrative of divide and conquer that have been sold to us for generations. We are trying to break those kind of mentalities. That is what this channel is about. So please don't come and preach something contrary to what I intended this channel to be about. And I just had to say thank you to everyone who supports this channel and who believes in uniting the African diaspora and just black people, being there for black people no matter the part of the world that you're from. Yeah, that is it. I probably digressed, right? Yes, I know, but I just had to say it because it has been on my mind to actually say it for a while now. So yes, African American people, you're very welcome to visit Africa. If you come and you love it, you can even relocate with your family, just like this brother did. Believe me, nobody's going to tell you African American except maybe when you speak. But there's not going to be any discrimination based on the color of your skin, probably like what you experience in the part of the world where you probably are right now. So anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you like my kind of content, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.